Good morning. This is TMI Socials and I am Anu Stevens. So better still call me a social media butterfly. Now let's quickly run through couple of things trending right now on social media. Now the big story I have for you, which is #1 story on my agenda this morning, would be a student of the University of Port Harcourt, UNIPORT. He has been handed a 14-year sentence for internet fraud. Now, the other graduate, identified as Henry Akanem, was convicted before the judge A.T. Mohammed during a federal high court sitting in Rivers State on Wednesday. Akanem was arraigned by the Port Harcourt Zonal Directorate of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. The final year student faced a 7-count charge bordering on obtaining money under false pretense and impersonation. Let's see how you've been reacting to this on the media space. Our first user this morning says, Kai, this is wickedness. It's almost petty theft. The punishment does not fit the crime. Another take on the story. This user, Emmanuel, is saying, meanwhile, Yahaya Bello, who stole Ghana's yearly budget, is still walking freely and receiving VIP treatment. Nigeria Owihildi. One more reaction on this from the son of Ayamba says, Nigerians and their justification. Now, wow. All right, so the second story, moving over. In another development, President Bola Tinubu has appointed Major General Olufemi Olatunbosun as the acting chief of Army Staff. Now, this was disclosed in a statement on Wednesday by the presidential spokesman, Bayo Onanuga. He said Oluyede will hold sway as the COAS pending the return of Lieutenant General Turid Abiodu Lagbaja, who is said to be indisposed and receiving treatment abroad. And of course, Nigerians are still talking about this on social media. Let's take a look at a couple of reactions this morning. Our first user has this one to say, and he says, from the looks of things, Nigeria have a long way to go. The system of our old leaders is still in the system. Until we come together and change our minds, then a new Nigeria will be rebuilt. Okay, mindset changing. Another take on the story. Lucky Ogene Ovo is saying, it is a welcome development. A million congratulations to you, Baba. May God Almighty give you good health and wisdom to enable you discharge your constitutional responsibilities as a new Chief of Army Staff. Well, he's just in the acting capacity as we speak. Now, finally, Emmanuel is saying, just like the past president, appointments are all his people, though. One Nigeria on books, tribalism in practice. Now, moving over to have some comic relief, sort of. Now, this time around from the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, he cautioned Senator Osita Nwagu for praising the beauty of Bianca Ojukwu during a ministerial screening on the floor of the upper legislative chamber on Wednesday. Bianca, like 6 other ministerial nominees screened by the Senate, read her credentials before the Red Chamber and was subsequently quizzed by the lawmakers. She was screened for the post of the Minister of State's Foreign Affairs. When Akpabio opened the floor for questions, Victor, who currently serves as the senator representing Enugu West District in the 10th National Assembly, started applauding Bianca's beauty, to which he attracted a rebuke from the Senate President. Take a look.
You can see. I asked her when she comes.
Please restrict your comments to our resume. Because you know why I'm saying that? Senator Omen, restrict yourself to her resume. Otherwise, we'll go into social media and Google. I will ask a question: who touched my Bianca?
Speaking about going into social media, you're already on the social media space. Let's see how Nigerians, netizens are still reacting to the story online. Our first user is saying this morning, and he says, senators are equally human beings with humane character. There is nothing wrong lightening the atmosphere with some hilarious gestures. Another take, still in this bit. Well, Senate President will sighed in his mind and said, "See the beauty Ojukwu left behind." He almost shouted, "Chai." This one should be a Nollywood writer, sort of. One more take from Saint Valentino. The senator was using the avenue to display his talent of toasting. Really now? Well, away from that, let's move over to Port Harcourt, where recently in the news, Justice Joyce Abdul Malik of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has stopped the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, from further releasing monthly financial allocations to the Rivers State government. Justice Abdul Malik held that the receipt and disbursement of monthly allocations since January this year by the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, was a breach of the Constitution and an aberration that must not be allowed to continue. While in another development, the governor of Rivers State has come out to say he doesn't care, and of course that's the list of his problem as we speak. Let's take a couple of reactions on the story. This user Real Joy is saying Rivers State should also stop remitting revenue to the federal government, and that's on period. Another reaction still, this user says, how can a governor present budget to 4 House of Assembly members and you all are okay with it? Let him present the state budget to the full House of Assembly. This is not a bad decision from the court. If he embezzles state money, now una still go complain. Well, wrapping up things this morning, final story would be from that particular lawmaker who was trending during the course of this week, where he slapped a cabbie guy, and of course he got a lot of speculations on social media to let you know that he has been bailed with, or no, he has been granted bail. Yes, he has been granted bail with 500,000 naira, and of course a lot of Nigerians are still reacting to just 500,000 naira for all of the nonsense that you did to that guy. Anyway, that's how we wrap up things on TMI Socials this morning. Thank you for joining me. I am Anu Stevens. Do have a great day.